Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday morning and we have snow. It is super chilly here, so I think today is going to be a day that we just relax, enjoy each other's company, and relax with a warm drink, watch the birds, and basically just enjoy each other's company. We kitty cats enjoy the birds too. Monday, and we are headed up on Mount Magazine to look at the snow up here. It's absolutely beautiful. Thomas has the day off today, so we decided to take advantage of this time and go for a little drive and see what can be seen. We're up on the mountaintop right here, right now, and it is cold. I think it was it was 5 degrees up there. Very chilly, so needless to say, we didn't stay out of the truck long, but we stopped at 3 or 4 different lookouts and did a little bit of filming and just a little bit of looking. Then when we got home, I made crackers. I hadn't made them in a long time, but Thomas requested our charcuterie board for supper, and that was an easy meal, so I was happy to oblige. Yummy. It's now Tuesday. Thomas just left for work and I need to get started on my day. We kind of let the house go on Sundays, so there's always a lot for me to do on Monday, and I didn't get a lot done yesterday because Thomas was home and I just wanted to spend the day with him. It's really important to me to spend the majority of the time he's home with him, doing things with him, and I can always catch up on housework, bread baking, etc. later. This here is my sourdough. I'm experimenting with a moisture batter, a higher hydration, so we'll see how that goes. Next, got to get started on the kitchen cleanup. Get everything put away, keep my dishwasher loaded before I grind grain and start baking bread for my milk lady. Each week I trade a couple loaves of whole wheat bread for a gallon of milk, and it works out pretty well for both of us. I had to grind grain this morning because I didn't have enough for that like I thought I did, but it's always better with fresh milk grain anyway. It tastes a whole lot better. So let's get this started, get it mixing. Now I'm getting back to my cleaning. Like I said, I think it's really totally worth it to kind of let your house go on the weekends when your family's home. I know for myself, I can just fuss about the house and just get so stressed about the mess that gets made. And it's just my husband and I. And if we had kids, I know it would be worse. So I just think it's just, like I say, totally worth it just to kind of let it go. Don't let it bother you. You will catch up. You will get caught back up. It's much more important to me to spend that time with my husband, enjoying his company, than it is for me to be rushing around the house trying to keep it up to par and just totally missing out on our time together. And I think it's good practice too for when we do have children. We do want children. It just hasn't happened for us yet, but I hope and pray that will happen someday. Getting my decor pieces put back out. I had cleared the table because we had some family over. Thomas's cousin and her children were over here and we played some games Sunday evening, and I just haven't gotten to go put everything back in place yet. I really enjoy the warmth, coziness of the kitchen on a cold day like this. It really put me in the baking mood. I really would have liked to make some cookies or something today, but never really got around to doing that. Now it's time to get some supper started. I made a soup the other day where I had taken beef stew meat, sweet potatoes, and home canned smoked turkey broth and made a soup out of it and added some kale, and I thought it was really delicious. But I wanted to tweak the recipe a little bit, so this time I decided to try to make it with some kielbasa and butternut squash because I didn't have enough sweet potatoes to make a batch. So I put kielbasa, I sauteed that in my Instant Pot, added butternut squash, 1 whole butternut squash in cubes, then added onion, garlic, and ginger. And then I had a little bit of my smoked turkey broth left in the freezer that I did not get canned, so that's what you saw me use here. I put it on pressure cook for 2 minutes, that's all it took, and then let it do a full natural release, which was about 10 minutes. And then I took the rest of the kale here that we had in our cold frame before it got froze out and tossed a couple of just big handfuls in here. And I just tossed that into the hot broth and then just cover it back up and let it sit for about 10 minutes and the kale cooks. So now it's evening, getting the bedding put back on the bed. I just love freshly washed sheets and blankets. It makes me feel so much better about just life in general. So we're getting that about done. Ready to close up these curtains and call it a day. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share my videos. I really do appreciate your support. Again, thank you for joining me, and you all have a blessed evening. Good night.